optimization for peak performance, transforming personal health through AI-driven insights and next-gen therapy. It's called Level Up.
Right.
This is just more about why now this market is ripe for an AI-generated app like this. The global biohacking market is now growing at 18.9% of a compound growth up until 2032. So that's just the why now. We're in the right time for it.
Yep.
This is the addressable size of the market. It's 167 billion addressable size.
Huge.
It's huge. I'm only looking at Australia, but I've already started.
Okay.
The problem that what this is going to solve is a crisis in personal health optimization.
Yep.
Three biggest areas. We're in a reactive healthcare trap. We all know what that means. We've just been in medicine 2.0 where they're treating symptoms rather than preventative medicine.
Yep.
For people, biohackers and anyone with chronic illness, it's fragmented and it's confusing at the most. Everyone's now, the source of truth is so confusing now. We're getting bits from Google's getting $5 billion streams on just medical concerns a day. Like that's happening. Everyone's now going to the internet for their diagnosis rather than going to doctors. They've lost the trust. We know that through the vaccines and everything like that. No one trusts GPs or the medical system anymore. Everyone's taking their health into their own. All those that want to optimise are starting to take it into their own hands.
Yep.
And the barrier to that though is there is limited access to the innovation, peptides, stem cell therapies, all these other biohacking tools. Where do you get it? So what we're now doing is we're going to create an answer to that. So Level Up is the first AI-powered health operating system with clinical excellence. So it's transforming reactive healthcare into proactive optimization. So what we're going to be using AI, and we're going to marry that up to a marketplace with all the best clinical physicians that don't have to do the heavy lifting.
Okay.
I watched at a big seminar, 5 of the leading doctors that are in this AI space. They said, how long before it will be considered malpractice not to have AI in your patient diagnosis?
Right.
They believe that within 5 years, if you are using AI to diagnose and implement in your protocols, you could be sued for malpractice. That's how quick AI is.
I think it's going to be 3 or less.
Yeah, one of the panel members said 1 year. I didn't believe it's going to be 1 year.
2 sounds right. Yeah.
2. If you're not using AI and you're a doctor, within 2 to 5 years, let's say 2 to 5 years, you're going to be sued for malpractice.
Go get a job at McDonald's. Get out of there. Go ahead.
So the opportunity we're presenting, we're going to revolutionise the $167 billion healthcare market. The first AI-powered operating system with clinical access. It's going to have an AI-driven platform with real-time health optimization using advanced machine learning algorithms and continuous biometric measuring, meaning it's going to keep getting smarter. The more users that use it, the more data that comes into it, the smarter the algorithm gets.
Okay.
It's going to be an expert network. It's an exclusive marketplace of the longevity and health optimizing clinicians. So we're going to partner with those that are going to come on board and they're going to have access. So at the moment, they're scattered. When someone uses this app, if they want to get a premium subscription, then we can then partner them up with the clinical physicians.
Okay.
They're going to have automatic access to all that patient's biomarkers, VO2 maxes, and we can dig as deep as we like. With the other thing, we can keep digging into layers. If all of a sudden their blood tests come back, there's some red flags, we can dig deeper and then recommend other tests. So it's going to be one platform where they can get tests, microbiome testing, VO2 max testing, and we can determine those lists when we get the clinical people on board. It's cutting edge access. It's direct integration with the therapies that are on the fringes at the moment, peptide therapies, regenerative medicine, like you've just got with the stem cells to cure your dementia, and all these new biohacking innovations that are just accelerating every day, because it's outdating the clinical low level of evidence that the medical system is getting outdated now. We don't need to be doing 10 years of clinical studies now to get affirmative data that something's good for you. AI and the large learning models are now able to prove that some of these protocols are working a lot sooner. So it's not finished. These are some of the features of it. I'm just going to quickly take you through. This is the competitive landscape. These are probably the competitors I've identified. Inside Trackers is a $50 million company. It's got about 200,000 users. It's how you're going. It's not great. I use some of these in my protocols. So I use about 5 or 6 different medical analytic tools when I'm doing protocols for clients. And they're all got limitations. So I'm taking bits and pieces that are good in all of them, and I'm going to be bringing it all into a much better all-in-one dashboard and platform. The best one I've found is this new one that's just launched. Like I said earlier, they've got a $3 million funding. They've just launched in New York. It's now operational. The founder's Max Marchione. It's on LinkedIn. It's called Superpowers. I haven't got that in there yet. This is just the ideal customer profile. The 3 markets that we're going to probably be tackling, we are tackling, is those with chronic illness. The other one is high performers like ourselves, those that just want that 1% edge, the high performers that want health optimization, pretty tech savvy. And the third one is going to be biohackers and that sort of thing. So they're the 3 ideal customer profile. And then we've got capital raise. We can kick this off at 500K. Bringing a team together. I'm trying to get now the clinical team, all the strategic partners. It's not as the funding's come, but it's about the team. It's about getting the people that can make this come to life, and that's why I've gone up there. So
awesome.
So that's pretty much it. It's
awesome there. Yep, this is a system everyone should be using.
Yeah, it's all going to be on an app. It's going to have all your biomarkers, your bloods. We'll link up the labs with it, so it's going to be a marketplace.
How much do you think a person's going to be spending a month on something like this?
Well, that's the thing. We're going to democratise it, make it affordable for everyone. At the moment, it's prohibitively expensive for people to get health optimisation. We're making it where it's democratised and affordable for anyone that's sort of middle income. So, and it's going to be tiers of subscription. If you want to if you just want to get your bloods, which are going to be, those costs are separate from us because the lab's got to participate in that, but we can work on that. I think that you're going to be looking at about, anywhere between $50 to $100 a month.
That's all?
Yeah, to have that. But then you've got your test that you've got to pay for, to all that. And then if you want to meet with the clinical marketplace, so you can do treatment plans and all that for a minimum, because the AI is doing all the heavy lifting.
Right.
All the costs up now. I use doctors in mine, and I send them clients. I pay $400 or $500. It comes back a one-pager. It's terrible. They're talking about peptides. I have to correct them. I use my AI tools. I use my knowledge of peptides. I'm correcting the longevity physicians all the time.
Yeah.
This is going to overtake doctors. They're smarter. AI is smarter than doctors, because what you're doing is you're populating the LLMs with the data that you've proven is what we want.
Right.
So
it's dope, bro.
And then you've got the clinician marketplace where we're going to get a splice of that. So we're looking at probably a 70-30. They get the 70, we get the 30 with the clinicians.
So question, you just saw the presentation on Candao. How do you see that the system potentially could plug into Candao?
Well, this is going to be if what I've seen this could be a differentiating to competitors, this, where we could actually put it all in the decentralized, because data is going to be important. One of the big revenue streams is you get health data.
Yeah.
And you get it in the numbers, and you decentralize it and then give it to the owners, and it's because privacy. One of the parts that it's going to be we've got to overcome is the privacy and the regulatory and the decentralized. Yeah. The decentralized Web3 is going to help with that.
Yeah, I've got the best Web3 team in the world, I believe.
Yeah.
So
very
nice. Nice.
The Web3 part is new to me, and that's why I'm meeting these guys up here as well. They're all Web3 as well. And they've got they're incubators in all healthcare startups, and I think that they want this part of their suite. I think we can make some more introductions in that as well with them, some of the other stuff. So that's a short pitch. This is still about 70%. I've made some additional stuff that my team have now got to bring into the pitch, but we're getting there. We're getting there because it's evolving. It's every week I get it evolved. That's it.
I'll go ahead and cut now. Nice job, Don.